If you have the sun in Aries, this year returns you to yourself, to who you are without filters, without masks, without permission. Your essence rises and refuses to shrink back to the small. If your moon is in Aries, this year gives you exactly what your soul has been asking for: emotional courage, inner freedom, the impulse to truly feel alive. Your heart starts shrinking and starts to burn. If you are rising in Aries, 2026 will be your great test and also your great initiation. Everything that happens to you tells you who you are when you dare to walk without a guard. This is the year your character is completely transformed. Taurus, 2026 awakens you in 3 different ways. If your sun is in Taurus, this year reshapes your identity from inside out. You finally step into the courage to live as who you truly are. Know who you were taught to be. If your moon is in Taurus, the transformation moves through your emotional root. All comforts fall away, and you discover what you truly need to feel grounded and at peace. If your rising is Taurus, your choices, your direction, the way you move forward, everything asks you to move with boldness, even when the ground feels unfamiliar. For every Taurus, 2026 is the year you outgrow the version of you that was too small. 2026 wakes you up, Gemini, not to think more, but to embody your truth. If your sun is in Gemini, this year redefines who you are. Uranus enters your sign and breaks all narratives. You stop explaining yourself. You express yourself. Your voice no longer adapts, it leads. If your moon is in Gemini, you need mental silence and emotional coherence. You learn to listen to what you feel without justifying it, without escaping it. The mind no longer rules. It converses with your heart. And if your rising is Gemini, your great challenge is focus. No dispersing, not fragmenting, using your brilliance to create direction. Because in 2026, Gemini, your message is not noise, it's destiny. Cancer, 2026 brings you back to the center, not to drama, but to the core. If your sun is in Cancer, this year redefines your emotional identity. Jupiter in your signs expands you from the inside out and begin to inhabit yourself. Your sensitivity no longer hides, it becomes direction. If your moon is in Cancer, you need inner safety, not external reassurance. You learn to hold yourself without depending, to feel without draining, to nourish without emptying yourself. Emotions finds containment in you. And in your rising is in Cancer, your challenge is to sow yourself without an armor. Pluto in Aquarius asks you to transform the way you bond. Less fear of loss, more truth and love. Because in 2026, Cancer, home is no longer a place, it is here. Leo, 2026 confronts you with your truth, not to dim you, but to purify your fire. If your sun is in Leo, this year redefines your identity. Pluto across from you shows who you are when no one is applauding. You start performing and begin to exist from the essence. Your radiance becomes real. If your moon is in Leo, you need inner recognition. You learn to validate yourself, to hold your worth without external mirrors, to honor what you feel without dramatizing it. Emotions finds dignity within you. And in your rising is Leo, your challenge is to lead without ego. to reveal your heart without dominating the scene, to share light, nor impulsive. Because in 2026, Leo, when your fire is born from the soul, it doesn't burn, it illuminates. If your sun, moon, or rising is in Virgo, 2026 is not a year to face yourself. It's a year to remember who you are beneath the corruption. If your sun is in Virgo, what you are becomes visible when you stop proving your worth. You don't need to be useful to be valuable. Your light turns on the moment you start refining it. If your moon is in Virgo, what you need is rest from self-judgment. Your sensitivity is in a flow. It is the instrument through which your truth speaks. And if your rising is in Virgo, your challenge is to release control. When you stop managing life, life finally moves with you. 2026 breaks the myth of perfection, so your inner symphony can sound raw, human, and real. Virgo, this year you don't improve, you resonate from within. Libra, 2026 is not about pleasing. It's about choosing yourself without asking for permission. If your sun is in Libra, who you are stops negotiating. You don't need approval to shine. Your light stabilizes the moment you start giving it away. If your moon is in Libra, what you need is emotional truth. Harmony without honesty is self-betrayal. Your heart finds peace when you start abandoning it. And if your rising is in Libra, your challenge is imbalance. To start compensating, to let things fall if they are not aligned with your soul. 2026 breaks the spell of false harmony, so your inner symphony can stop being polite and become true. Libra, this year you don't keep the peace, you become it. Scorpio, 2026 takes you to the core. Not to punish you, but to bring you back to your deepest truth. If your sun is in Scorpio, this year redefines your power. Pluto asks you to release unconscious control. You start manipulating to feel safe and begin choosing from radical honesty. Your strength becomes clean. If your moon is in Scorpio, you need real emotional depth. You learn not to silence what hurts, not to store pain in secrecy, and to let emotions transform you instead of consuming you from within. And if your rising is in Scorpio, the challenge is to be seen without an armor, to trust without watching, to bond without testing loyalty. Because in 2026, Scorpio, when you enter your shadow with awareness, you don't get lost, you are reborn. Sagittarius, this 2026 asks you to slow down, not to limit you, but to make your truth real. If your sun is in Sagittarius, this year resets your beliefs. You stop escaping through ideas, travels, or visions that don't have roots. Your truth is tested, grounded, and embodied. Freedom becomes responsibility. If your moon is in Sagittarius, you need emotional meaning. You learn to stay with feelings instead of laughing them away. To be honest about disappointment, doubt, and longing. Your optimism matures into wisdom. And if your rising is Sagittarius, the challenge is deception. Choosing a path instead of many exits, living your truth, not just preaching it. Because in 2026 Sagittarius, when your fires commit to a purpose, it doesn't scare, it guides. Capricorn, 2026 doesn't ask you for more of you, It asks you for truth, and this time there's no compromise. If your sun is in Capricorn, this year reshapes your identity. You stop holding structures out of duty and begin asking it what you build also supports you. Success is no longer endurance. It becomes alignment. If your moon is in Capricorn, you need permission feel. You learn to lower your guard, to stop carrying everything in silence, to understand that vulnerability doesn't weaken you, it humanizes you. And if your rising is in Capricorn, the challenge is releasing control, trusting without having every step planned, being seen without the armor of achievement. Because in 2026, Capricorn, when you lead from the soul, the mountain doesn't weight you down. It becomes home. Aquarius, 2026 deprograms you, not to break you, but to return to your true uniqueness. If your sun is in Aquarius, this year reshapes your identity. You start being different as a reaction and begin being authentic by choice. Your vision becomes embodied. The revolution starts within. If your moon is in Aquarius, you need real connection. You learn to feel without disconnecting, to stay present without escaping into the mind, to let emotion move freely without losing your independence. Distance turns into awareness. And if your rising is in Aquarius, the challenge is belonging without betrayal, connecting without diluting who you are, committing without losing your vision. Because in 2026 Aquarius, when your difference comes from the soul, it doesn't divide, it awakens. Pisces, 2026 grounds you, not to harden you, but to keep you safe to your sensitivity. If your sun is in Pisces, this year reshapes your identity. You stop dissolving into others and begin to inhabit yourself with conscious boundaries. Your compassion finds a structure. Your soul learns to stand. If your moon is in Pisces, you need emotional containment. You learn to feel without disappearing, to stop carrying pain that isn't yours, to trust your intuition without self-sacrifice. Emotions becomes guidance. And if your rising is in Pisces, the challenge is embodiment. Being here, choosing this reality instead of escaping into dreams. Because in 2026 Pisces, when your sensitivity has roots, it doesn't drown, it heals.